Hello, my name is Adrew and I welcome you all to the channel Amazing Mysteries of the Worlds. I hope you have a beautiful day.
Where there is good, there is also evil, and this has existed since the dawn of time, with humanity always drawn to the supernatural by promises of power and wealth. Over thousands of years, several texts in the form of scrolls and books have been created, outlining complicated and mysterious rituals. This black magic is the key to communing with spirits from another world, who might offer some help, but unfortunately demand a high price set by themselves. If you enjoyed this topic and haven't seen my earlier video called Top 4 Spell Books That Promise Real Superpowers, you'll find the link in the description below. In it, I also share my experience in this area from my youth, when I didn't realize what I was getting involved with. At the end of today's video, as a bonus, there will be a chapter on what the Bible says about black magic. You definitely need to see it. Clavicula Salomonis. The Key of Solomon, or in Latin Clavicula Salomonis, is a two-part grimoire of medieval origin. It was assumed to be the work of King Solomon, but it is evidently of later origin and was probably written in either the 14th or 15th century. But there are stories about a book of spells attributed to Solomon as early as the 1st century. The historian Flavius Josephus stated that the Jew Eleazar exorcised demons using Solomon's book. Whether it was this one, no one knows. Stories about Solomon's ring can also be found in the Arabian Nights. The key is not an authentic Jewish work because it contains ancient concepts that may derive from more vibrant Semitic or Babylonian periods. The first book contains magic, invocations, and curses to summon and restrain the spirits of the dead and demons, compelling them to obey the summoner's will. It also explains how to find stolen objects, become invisible, win favor, love, and more. The second book details the rituals themselves, how magical tools used in spellcasting should be made, and which animal sacrifices should be offered to spirits. In its popular form, its primary use appears to be treasure hunting and performing magical rituals, including interfering with others' free will or discovering who committed theft. Alongside the incantations for magic, the book gives lengthy instructions for invoking and releasing various energies. The name of God is misused and heavily emphasized, but it is clear that this is black magic. God, embodying the highest good, would surely not wish to cast a curse on someone or turn them into obedient zombies. Greek magical papyri date back to the 2nd century BCE and contain spells, rituals, and divinations. They also provide instructions on summoning a fearsome demon, opening doors to the underworld, and protecting oneself from wild animals. Furthermore, they describe how to obtain a supernatural helper, a being from another world that obeys your commands. The most commonly found spells in the papers are divination spells and rituals that provide visions of the future. One of the most mysterious passages gives instructions on how to predict upcoming events using an iron lamp, incense offerings, and an uncorrupted and pure child. After entering a deep trance, the child sees images forming in the flame. Among the most renowned parts of the papers are the spells. Our Mithras liturgy. This ritual describes how to ascend through the 7 higher levels of existence and communicate with the demon Mithras. Black Hen. It is an original French text called La Poule Noire, also known as the hen that lays golden eggs. It is believed that the book was written in the 18th century by an anonymous French officer who served in Napoleon's army. The text is a narrative about a French officer during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign, referred to in the book as the Genius. When his unit is suddenly attacked by Arab Bedouins, the French officer escapes the attack, being the only survivor. An old man suddenly appears from the pyramid and takes the French officer to a mysterious chamber inside one of the pyramids. He cares for him for days while sharing magical teachings from ancient manuscripts that survived the fire at the Library of Alexandria. The book contains instructions on creating magical items such as talismans, rings, and amulets, and how to master their extraordinary powers. Perhaps the most fascinating magical element mentioned in the book is the black hen that lays golden eggs. The person who successfully summons it gains unlimited wealth. However, this grimoire also encompasses the arts of necromancy and Kabbalah beyond these practices. The book also describes the use of special objects engraved with mystical words that protect and empower the wearer. These artifacts saturated with black magic force discreet men to reveal their secrets, let you peek behind closed doors, and destroy anyone who has conspired against you. This Icelandic grimoire, dating from the 16th century, is a collection of 47 spells compiled by several magicians. Like most Icelandic magic of that era, Goldrubok strongly relies on magical signs, or runes, which possess magical properties when worn on the body, carved onto objects, or inscribed. Among the magical signs illustrated in Goldrubok are those that attract and secure the favor of powerful men, provoke fear in your enemies, or lull someone to sleep. Most spells found in this book are meant to protect the practitioner and cure various diseases. These include fatigue, childbirth difficulties, headaches, and insomnia. The other spells are quite peculiar in their nature. Spell 46, humorously called the farting runes, is a sign that hits your enemy with bad gas. The book literally states that all of them will suffer from stomach troubles with heavy farting. May your farting never cease. Other spells are downright sinister, such as spell 27. When drawn on someone's food, it causes nausea and prevents them from eating all day. Meanwhile, spell 30 is designed to kill another person's animal. There are also runes that prevent unwanted visitors from entering your home. Catch thieves or obtain justice in a legal case. The Honorius Oath. The book is originally titled Liber Juratus Honorius, and it is a medieval grimoire of ritual magic, which is said to be the work of Honorius of Thebes. Honorius himself is very mysterious, perhaps even mythical. This person was never found. However, there are also unsubstantiated reports that it is a product of gatherings of wizards, who decided to compile all their knowledge into a single volume. In 93 chapters, it covers a wide range of topics from how to save your soul from purgatory, to catching thieves or searching for treasures. It contains many instructions on how to perform magic and control demons, perform other magical practices, and, among other highly sought-after information, also knowledge about what lies in heaven. Like many other grimoires, its rituals mainly focus on summoning supposed angels, real demons, and other spirits to gain knowledge and power. By repeating long speeches, the practitioner is promised a multitude of dazzling abilities. These range from destructive ones, causing floods and the destruction of kingdoms, to terrifying abilities like seeing into purgatory and knowing the hour of one's death, which among us is not seen as an advantage, but rather the opposite. Among the most potent spells of this book is, for example, casting disease on whoever you want, to cause discord and quarrels and kill whoever you want. Simply black magic from A to Z. And again, the age of the book cannot be determined, but the first certain historical record is from the year 1347. Furthermore, Johannes Hertlip in 1456 mentions it as one of the books used in necromancy. And it was also owned by the famous occultist John Dee. What does the Bible say about black magic? God despises witchcraft and all kinds of magic, whether white or black, and warns us against getting involved in such practices. Black magic, also known as dark magic, is the use of supernatural powers for selfish purposes. often involving casting spells to control others or to summon evil. Practitioners of black magic attempt to summon demonic beings and communicate with the dead, and generally benefit themselves at the expense of others. Here are several texts directly from the Bible that clearly state what is good and what is bad. Feel free to pause the video for a moment and read them yourself. And finally, both black and white magic are bad on all levels. First, we should seek strength and wisdom only from God and trust Him as the almighty source of all good. It is therefore absolutely crazy when someone decides to seek power or wisdom from deceitful, unclean spirits, let alone trust them. I hope you liked the video, and if so, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any personal experiences and would like to warn others. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, take good care.